I just smacked myself in the face. Hey y'all. So truth be told, I'm not feeling the hottest today, hence my little hoodie and lopsided bun. This would actually be the perfect day to go for a more minimal, easy breezy, no drama type look. I'm going to be trying a bunch of new products today and a couple old ones. Figured we could just kind of quick get ready together for one of those can't even kind of days. It's rainy outside. It's kind of cold today. I think this is perfect. So as soon as I'm done my makeup, I'm going to go down and join Doug on the couch. Maybe watch some football. Mostly probably watch some YouTube. One of Doug's best friends, his wife actually made this awesome chili, so we might get into some of that today. Just one of those kinds of like chill out sort of days. So if y'all are into some like mellow chill makeup, girl, you are in the right place. So let's get into it. So to start, I have nothing on my face, not even moisturizer. I recently saw a video by Juicy Jazz, who's another Pennsylvania resident, and she actually did a full face sponsored video with e.l.f. I have never ordered products off of a video before until that one. I was like, yes, I got like 6 or 7 things. One of the things I wanted to try was a moisturizer by e.l.f. And this is the e.l.f. Glow Radiant Moisturizer. I've never tried this. We're gonna go ahead and put this on today as a first layer. Product looks like that. There we go. So we're just gonna start with some of this. It smells very mild. It doesn't really have much of a fragrance at all. I might be especially dry today, so I'm gonna go with a little bit more. And we're just going to, that's a lot. We're just gonna work this into my skin if we can. All right, girl, struggle bus. And this is supposed to make you very glowy. So right off the bat, I would say that I definitely look very, very shiny, which I think is the point of this product. And I thought this would be a good little base for what else we're gonna put on today. It has a little bit of a sunscreen smell. It's got coconut and hyaluronic acids and SPF 15. So I definitely can smell the sunscreen. It's got a very mild, like beachy smell. It's a nice scent. It's very like relaxing and reminds me of going to the beach. If we go a little closer, I do think that it's got a very nice glow. So we'll see where this takes us. The next thing I'm going to go in with is the brand new Pretty Fresh line from Colourpop. This is the Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Doesn't have much of a smell. I can just still smell the e.l.f. moisturizer with the sunscreen. This definitely does feel very moisturizing. It's got a teensy like cooling feeling. It feels like refreshing. Next, we're going to go in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. So I picked up 2 products from them. I picked up the kit that had the sponge, the primer, and the setting spray, as well as the tinted moisturizer. I did wet both of these. This is the new Colourpop sponge. This is dampened, and this is a Real Technique sponge just for reference. So you can see it's slightly smaller than the dampened Real Technique sponge, but it's still a pretty good size. In terms of the feeling, I'd say they feel very similar. This is a teensy bit more squishy. This is a little teensy bit more dense, but barely. They feel very similar to me. This one's slightly smaller, but similar-ish in size. So we'll give this a try for the moisturizer. I imagine this is probably going to suck up a lot of my product, but I did read that this was especially designed for this moisturizer. So we're gonna give it a try. So I'll start with 2 pumps. And then let's just blend it in. So actually, let me spread this around a bit. And already I can say this might be a shade a bit too light for me, for my summer skin at least, but we'll see what happens. This is pretty funny, actually. I'm glad I preface this with the fact that I'm not feeling that great, so, you know, hopefully we all have low expectations for today. I do feel like this is very moisturizing. I do think that this might not be the best color for me. A little bit strange. But once we go in, get my eyelids too. Once we go in with the sponge, we'll see if we can kind of like correct this a bit. I haven't heard that it oxidizes or anything like that, so I'm not totally sure, but we will find out. Let's go in with the sponge. And as it is soaking in, I think it's definitely calming down a bit. It doesn't look as off. The sponge is very bouncy, it's very soft. So the coverage itself is like a barely there coverage, but it's like enough coverage that it kind of like evens out your skin. So I think it can be nice for like a no makeup day. I'll say in the summer, I get a little bit more of like dry to combo skin just here and the sides. I get a little bit of oil in these three places. So in the winter time, I think I'm just definitely more dry. So I think this actually will be like a nice product for the winter if I don't really feel like doing too much makeup, but I don't want to do nothing. It doesn't really claim to be anything else than a very, very, very light tint. But I do think it does give you some coverage, and I think it does kind of cancel out a little bit of discoloration. So let's go ahead in next with the Colourpop Concealer. Now, this is probably not the right color for me, but this is the one that I have. This is shade Fair 8. So I've never tried this before. I've heard mixed reviews on the Colourpop Concealer, but I figured since we're here and we're doing a Colourpop skincare makeup type base product from Colourpop, we'll try it with the concealer. So I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes and then we'll blend it out and see what we're working with. You can also go in with this concealer in areas that you would want to like add a little bit more, like color correcting. But for today, I'm just going to stick, I'm going to start out with just my under eyes. Grabbing this little Morphe brush and we'll just tab it in. I think it gave us a pretty good coverage. I have heard some people complain that this is a little bit drying, so I think on top of this hyaluronic tinted moisturizing type product, maybe this will help us to stay a little bit more moisturized and help the concealer not to be as dry. Like I said, I've never tried it. I like it so far though, no complaints. Let's go ahead and set the under eyes. I have a Bare Minerals foundation here. I've never tried this. I've had this in my collection, just kind of grabbed it out as our face product today, or as our under eye concealer or under eye powder today. And I'm gonna grab a little bullet brush. Just gonna tap it into the lid. I'm just gonna set under my eyes with this. I figured since it's a mineral powder, maybe it would be like a little bit more of like a lighter product. So I figured it could be perfect for today. I just don't want to do anything heavy, but like I said, I'm just not feeling the hottest. I'm feeling more like the nottest, Just want to kind of go ahead and something very simple today. And I have to believe that you guys have days like this too, where you're just not feeling that great, but you just want to play with makeup. You want to do something easy. So this is the perfect thing for one of those days. And since this is like a powder foundation, we can also kind of use it if we wanted to add a little bit more coverage to certain areas. Let's go ahead and do my brows real quick. So I will grab a little spoolie. We're just gonna kind of comb through them. And because this is like a simple makeup day, I don't really feel like I need to have like, poppin' brows that are like super defined or anything crazy. So I'm just gonna go with my absolute favorite brow gel. And that is the Colourpop Boss Brow Gel. And this is a tinted brow gel. I'm just gonna sweep this through my through my eyebrows. And we're kind of just gonna stick with that, I think, for today. I do have a pencil in case I need it, but I'm gonna see if we can just get away with a little bit of this today. Just something very like wispy and natural looking and just, fluffy. And I love this brow gel. I think it's as good as Gimme Brow by Benefit, but way less expensive. So pretty fluffy brows today, I'd say. All right, then for a bronzer, I'm gonna try the Milk Makeup. This is their matte bronzer and it's in this shade Baked. I've never tried this before, but I've heard very good things. I still have the little seal on mine. If I can even get this little thing off. What the hell am I? Whoa. So that was like really stuck on there. You can see some of the product actually lifted off with the cap. Let's just kind of take this a little bit on the outside. Get out my hair out of the way. That lovely zit from yesterday. It's always fun. So I'm just gonna do a little bit here. here. Oh boy. Then I'm gonna grab a little domed kind of shader brush here, buffer brush, and just kind of blend this in a bit. And we'll kind of go from there. We can always add if we need to. Like pretty like sun-kissed almost. Like it's a pretty easy to blend formula. It's pretty like chill. Okay, and we'll go to this side. It's all splotchy. Do I have another zit? Oh my God, I like hardly ever get acne and I've just been breaking out a bit this week. But I have been trying a bunch of different foundations. Like I'm kind of trying to test all of my drugstore foundations and then I want to rank them. So it may just be that my skin's freaking out a bit because I've been like trying so many different things. So then I'm kind of just stippling it to kind of blend it out. I definitely don't look as washed out in person as I do on camera right now, but we're just gonna work with what we got. I definitely like that better, kind of like taking my brush to the product and then applying, than I do just kind of putting it directly onto my skin with the product. I feel like I have a little bit more control with the brush. And I'll try a teensy bit on the sides of my nose. It's a little red for that application, but we have another cream product. Kind of had a theme going on today. I just wanted to have like sort of just like fresh looking makeup. This is the Colourpop Between the Sheets Cream Blush. It's a Super Shock cheek product. I'm just going to tap in here with my Smashbox cream cheek brush, right? Yep, cream cheek, that's exactly what it's called. And I'm just going to kind of like gently stipple this onto my cheek, or cheeks, I should say. It's really pretty, actually. I just kind of wanted to play off this whole like tinted moisturizer. I wanted it to be like more skinish, more fresh. And it's definitely making me look like I have a little bit more life in me than I felt like I had when I started. And we'll put a little bit right here. I really like this so far. Now, if you're like a high coverage person and you love that life, like you probably aren't going to like a tinted moisturizer as much if you're looking for that full coverage. But if you feel like comfortable with your skin, with the way it looks naturally, and you just want something to kind of help to even it out a little bit, I think this can be something that you'd really like. I really like how natural and like fresh everything smells. I haven't had any overwhelming coconut stuff. I've heard people say like, that's overwhelmingly coconut. I love coconut. I haven't smelled that much coconut. So I really like that. But if you do have sensitivities to it, there is coconut water in some of these products, or possibly all of them. It says all products are dermatologist tested, gluten-free, paraben-free, vegan. It's got hyaluronic acid, known to hydrate and support healthy looking skin, and coconut water, known to support hydration and skin softness. This also has coconut water and hydrating or hyaluronic acid. So all three products do. The sponge clearly doesn't, but actual like liquid products all do contain coconut if that's a sensitivity for you. So I wanted to grab out the Disney Villains. This is the Maleficent Super Shock Shadow. I figured since I'm doing some Super Shock stuff today, I would play with this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. So I'm just going to dab some of it on my cheeks. So pretty. Lots of using our fingers today, which is kind of fun. You're sparkly. I'm really loving this so far. Okay, what's next? So for lips, I have one of my absolute favorite lipsticks of all time. This is the Colourpop Creme Finish Lipstick Bullet. This is the Kathleen Lights collab with What's Your Sign. Oh my gosh, my most favorite nude on me ever. I love this color. So then let's do the eye look. So for the eye look, I picked out a couple Super Shock shadows, which I purchased and have never tried, are from her Kathleen Lights, Where the Light Is, like Kathleen Lights' first collab with Colourpop. So first I'm going to go in with Glow, which is almost more like a base color, like a primer color. And this is a matte Super Shock shadow. So I'm just going to kind of start with my finger all over the lid. This is just a finger painting extravaganza. So that's our first color, Cornelius, which is the name of one of her dogs. And I'm going to focus this more on like the lid and like the crease area. This is another matte color. It's like a matte, blushy, brown nude color. And I'm just going to sweep this on the lower part of the lid and, well, the lid itself, sorry, and the crease. And the mattes are a little bit of a drier formula than the shimmers, but very pretty and pretty easy to work with. And I think with laying down that first like kind of matte shade, boy, I'm really digging into this thing. I think it really helps this color to pop. And it's really pretty with this lip color too, I think. And then for a bit of dazzle, because I mean, can't not have a bit of dazzle, I have the color Blaze here. It's like a old gold kind of color. And I'm just gonna focus this on the center of my lid, just for a little bit of dimension and sparkle. Boom. Our last step is going to be setting with the pretty fresh hyaluronic acid setting mist. So let's hit our face up with this. I am glowing to the gods. This is a beautiful mister. That gives me coconut vibes. Oh, I like that. Smells really good. All right, guys, so what did you think of my now wet face? Yeah. See, we're not bougie, so we still use our hands on this channel. Maybe one day I'll get a fan, we'll see. But I have to say, for some simple makeup in a hoodie, you know, with my hair in a cockeyed, but look, it's not even off, it's off center. It's not even straight. For a day like that, I think this is beautiful. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I look really fresh, very dewy. Yeah, I kind of love it. It looks better in person than it does on camera. But I'm gonna have to give this a certified John stamp. This is a certified John. If your expectations are for moisturized skin, your expectations are for very light coverage, just the bare minimum to kind of cancel out a little bit of discoloration. If you're okay with things like sunspots peeking out like you see on my forehead, sunspots from being out in the sun too much. If you're okay with those little flaws peeking through, you're wanting a moisturizing product, you enjoy the smell of a little sunscreen beachy scent and some coconut, I think you would like this. I like the sponge a lot. I'm glad I got it. I'd heard that the best application for this was with a brush. I liked rubbing it in with my fingers, even though it was a little scary at first. I looked a little crazy, like I'd smeared oatmeal on my face or something. I think it did blend right in with my skin. I think the sponge helped to kind of press everything in and remove any excess that was making me look way washed out. I like the little cream products I tried today. I really love that blush. I think that was really pretty. I like the Milk makeup I tried. I like the concealer with this hydrating base because it didn't make me dry or crepey, though I am seeing a little bit of creasing. Let me try to buff that out a bit. Ooh, doggy. Trying to make a liar out of me, damn. Okay, that looks better. So anyway, yeah, I think it looks good. Like, this is close up. You can see the texture of my skin a bit, but that's because it's there, because I have texture in my skin. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm happy with this. So anyway, let me guys know what you think. Have you tried this? Are you into it? Are you feeling a lighter coverage? Are you feeling some hydration for the incoming cold season, which I am dreading? But it is kind of nice to put on sweatpants and a hoodie, I have to be honest. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I really enjoyed filming it for you. I'm really glad I did this. I was gonna just do this by myself, but it's so much more fun with you guys. So anyway, I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you real soon. All right, bye.